Hey everybody, welcome aboard. It's Shane and I'm back in the Felis 747-200F. I haven't flown this plane in over a month, so it's going to be a little rough. I apologize ahead of time. This isn't the kind of plane that you can walk away from and come back and remember how all the switches and knobs work, but I'll do my best. So this is kind of a special night for me. I have returned to the Ontario hub at UPS Virtual Air Cargo. So this is where I've started my career with UPS Virtual Air Cargo. Hey, what's up, pothole pilot? This is where I started a long time ago, and I accepted a promotion to go become a chief pilot. I went to Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, which was great because we built that hub up, became the second largest in the VA after Louisville. But you know, that's not home. This is home. I live in Southern California, about 40 minutes away from Ontario, and this is the airport that I actually use for a lot of my domestic flights. So I'm really glad to be back as a chief pilot, and my goal here is to increase pilot activity, recruit more pilots, and get them more active on Discord and flying on VATSIM, that sort of thing. So I'm hoping tonight we can recruit a couple new pilots for my hub because they need a lot of pilots. They're down. Anyway, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to fly the Felis 747-200 up to Oakland and back. Each way is about an hour. It'll be a good familiarization for us back on this aircraft again after a year, not a year, but a month or two away from it. So I've already done a lot of the pre-maintenance checks and got the lights on and the power on and all that stuff. So what we're going to do now is set the weight and balance and then go dive into programming the LTN-92, which is the hardest part of flying this plane. But let's do it. Okay, so let's do the weight and balance here. Let's go, let's see, payload. So I'll show you the flight plan that I've got here tonight going up to Oakland. We've got 54,300 pounds of fuel on board. I got 4 deadheading passengers and 201,000 pounds cargo. So let's go ahead and set that. People on board is 4. Cargo load is, let's call it 201. Okay, 201. Let's do instant board and load. Okay, aircraft took the weight. Now we'll go over to refuel. And our fuel, again, for this flight is going to be 54.3. So let's take 54. Let's just round it up to 55. And we'll instant defuel in this case, not a refuel. So there you go. So the fuel is set and the payload is set. Now, let's go ahead. How do you guys do ranks versus what you can fly? Okay, so basically it goes off hours. So, tell you what, real quick, because this is important, let me bring up the SOP, because this is a good question. So this is our SOP. So this is how the ranks work. Let me get down there. So, what you can fly is based off of this. So when you're a trainee captain from 0 to 50 hours, you can fly these aircraft here. Basically from 0 to 100, it's these aircraft right here. From 100 to 250, you can add the MD-11 to that. And anything over 250, you can get the 747 and the 777. Now, caveat here, if you have any hours with another VA or VATSIM online flight hours, all those can be added up to a maximum of 250 hours. So if you've been flying on VATSIM or with another VA for a while, all those hours can be transferred over and you can instantly start as a senior captain and fly everything we got in the fleet. So that's how our system works. Good question. Hope I answered it. Yeah, you'd be all set. Like if you've been flying on VATSIM for at least 250 hours, and we don't care if it's GA, IFR, VFR, it doesn't really matter. You just show us your VATSIM CID on the application. We go validate that you've got those hours as a pilot, and you get them added to you. It's simple as that. So I would say 95% of the pilots that I recruit come into us as senior captains because they're bringing in other VA's hours or whatever, and we honor those up to the max of 250, which gets you everything you need to fly with us. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the performance calculator now. So let's load from the sim. So our takeoff weight is going to be about 60, let's call it 602 because we're going to burn a little, no, 603 because we're going to burn some fuel taxing. Okay, we'll use flaps 10, takeoff CG is 25.9. The airport is KONT. And we're going to probably use 2.6 right, since we're taking off to the north. Load the weather. So here's our speed bugs. I'm going to go ahead and set those speed bugs now. So V1 is 128, rotate 137, V2 154, flaps 5 speed is 188, flaps 1 speed is 208, and flaps up at 228. And those bugs are set. Okay, now we get into the fun stuff, is setting this dang thing up. Ugh. Okay, so INS switches, let's set to standby. Okay. All right. Now, let's set the initial position, and I'm going to cheat and use the EFB for that. So we can go over here to INS, and we can do insert present position. Oh, sorry, I got to hit clear, clear, and clear. So the present position is set. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to go up to the overhead and turn these to align. Yeah, man. Well, I'm going to fly this tonight, and I'll probably do a lot of 737 flights along the West Coast tomorrow for Southwest or United, something like that. But tonight we're going to fly this thing in honor of me being back to Ontario, my favorite airport. Well, it's not my favorite, but I like it. Okay. Let's build the flight plan. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I know this aircraft is not technically RNAV equipped, but I do have some RNAV departures here, and we will go ahead and put those fixes in and give it the old college try to attempt to fly these fixes as close as the LTN will let us. We typically what it does is it kind of cuts corners or goes wide, but it makes an attempt to try to honor these things, and that's probably close enough for most VATSIM controllers. I've flown the Felis many times before, flying RNAV arrivals and departures with the LTN, and it gets it close enough, and they don't really say much. What we need to be careful of, though, are these vertical crossing restrictions, because we have no sort of VNAV system at all. So we're going to have to manually manage that. Especially inland is probably going to be the most important one. We got to clear the San Gabriel mountain range here, so we'll get back to that. But how I'm going to program this thing is I'm going to basically use the waypoints here, and I'm going to type them in one at a time, all the way down to the arrival and to the approach. Okay? So I'll keep this off to the right-hand side, and we're going to go ahead and attempt to do this. So I think we go to leg, or is it flight plan? Or is it waypoint? Ah, yeah, it's waypoint. All right, so I'm going to get started. And I'm going to go ahead and type this so we can type. All right. First one's going to be Dink. And then we're going to do Pomona, P-O-M. And then over to Sunshine, C-N-S-H-N. And then Inland, Inland. And then Shores. I've been flying out of Ontario, guys, for over 20 years on flight sims, so I'm very familiar with this airport, the airspace, and how all this stuff works. That's one good thing about me being a chief pilot here is I really understand the airspace and all these arrivals, departures, how the airport's laid out. That does help. Midway, Corres. All right, and then we've got our good Emzo, My Jaw. Listen to these guys. My Jaw, Schism, My Rib, My Hip. Somebody's a comedian over here. My Knee. My Knee. And, but wait, there's more. My Shin. The Oakland controls will call this Mission, not My Shin. I call it My Shin because of the context of all the other things. But they call it Mission. You know, like California Spanish missions. Yeah, they're not fooling anybody. Okay, so that gets us down to there. Now, what I'm going to do Is UPS one flight every 30 days? Yes, that's the minimum requirement. One flight every 30 days. And if you need to go, if you've got a family emergency or you're in the military and you got to go on a deployment or something, just contact me. If you're going to fly from my hub, just work with me and I'll work with you. I can put you on a leave of absence. I can give you a little extra time. If you communicate with me and say, hey, man, I know I'm coming up on my 30-day, but I need a few more days. I've been really busy with work. I got you. But if you don't communicate with me, I'm going to send you a nasty gram. Okay. So we got everything put into my shin or mission. Oh, geez. My calf, Franny. So let's put these in too. Now, these are actually on the ILS approach, and they're not technically necessary because we'd be on the ILS or VOR localizer stuff. But I'm going to put them in anyway in case we get like a direct to. We can go straight to this. So let me put in my calf, Franny, Woovon, my toe. Get it? My toe. And then I'll put in K-Oak. And then we're going to do a little extra. And we're going to go ahead and put in the hold, which is at Sausalito. Sow. Just in case we got to fly that. Sow. Okay, so we want to use, it's a USA one. So let's go USA enter to accept. All right. So we got our waypoints in. All right. So build flight plan, pilot side master. Okay, transfer flight plan to other INSs. So what we need to do now is go over to system. No. RMT, and we'll go exfil slave. And then we go exfil slave. So RMT, exfil slave. Then I'm going to go up here to RMT. Oh, nope. Clear. This is going to be UPS 732. Okay, let me get that in there. Storing route. Okay, now we go over to RMT, and now we're going to go exfil master. I'm going to enter to select, and system B and C are ready, so enter to commit. Now it's transferring all these waypoints to the other two LTNs. All right, so far so good, guys. I haven't screwed it up too bad yet. This is the thing that always this is the thing that always messes me up, so okay, cross fill complete. Okay. Now we need to go and enable the RNAV and TMIX on all three of these things. So I believe that's under STS. No, it's under change UDT mode. Enter. Nope. Oh, there we go. Enable RNAV. Enable TMIX, and let's do that again over here. So, no. Ah, crap. What did I do? Ah, Jesus. All right, let's go. Let's try this again. All right, let's do, it's EXP. No, RMT. That's what. No, dang it. No. I just did it. Ah. I just did it. I always screw this up, guys. No. There we go. Enable RNAV. Enable TMIX. The hardest thing about flying this plane is a stupid LTN, man. I swear. Okay, status. Nope. Status. No, I just did this. There we go. Enable T-Mix. All right. So this one will be on data. Okay, INS modes. Enable RNAV. Okay, INS switches to NAV. Okay, guys, we're getting there. NAV, NAV, NAV. Okay, HSI source is going to be on INS. INS. Okay. So that checklist is complete. we got it. Whew. Okay, next. Final cockpit preparation checklist. Okay, IFR clearance. We happened to get an IFR clearance from somebody, but they disappeared. So we're cleared to Oakland via the Sunshine 5 departure CORSAIR transition. Climb via SID. Expect maintain 14000. Expect 300 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 2805. That was SoCal departure, and they're gone. 2805 for taxi, but they're gone. So we're not going to talk to them. But what I will do... What's up, Tweedle? Welcome, man. Welcome. Congratulations on your promotion, too. Hey, everybody. So Tweedle here was my assistant chief pilot at Hamilton. He just got promoted to the chief pilot at Hamilton. So he's going to take over there for me as I come back over to Ontario. 120.6. 1206. All right. Okay, got that tuned in. Got guard on VHF2. Yeah, it is awesome, man. If you like to fly cargo, we're the best. I mean that. Okay, TCAS is 6774. 6774. Okay. Radios are set. Nav is programmed. Fuel quantity 55 is set. Flight altitude set. Initial cruise is going to be 300. Okay. Flight directors on left and right. Okay. Flight director pitch bar. So if I look at this, initial pitch is 17 degrees. So I'll set that up. It doesn't actually go to 17. I think it maxes out around. Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine. So if I want to fly other stuff, I'll fly like for Southwest or for United. But for cargo, I just stick with UPS because they have everything that I need. They fly everything I want to fly. AT, set takeoff N1. Let's go ahead and do... we'll do a 4% derate. That should be fine. MCP airspeed set to V2. That's set. MCP heading is going to be runway heading, which is about 256, but we'll confirm that in a second. All right, MCP altitude. We're going to go ahead and set that up to flight level 300 because we have nobody to tell us to stop. Okay, altimeters. All right, so weather at Ontario is currently 220 at 12, gusting 19, 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 11,000 feet, temperature 21, altimeter 2985. We're departing 26 right, so 2985. I think it sets both sides, right? Yep, and then the standby on 2985. Okay, auto brakes, take off arm. Okay, APU, here we go. All right. On start. Okay, RPMs are increasing. Okay, bleed air's on. APU gens are on. And your departure briefing crew, we're currently at the UPS ramp. Bring that up for you here. No real traffic here at the moment. I don't see anybody there. We're going to push back with tail facing south. Taxi down Yankee 2, left on Yankee, right on Whiskey, cross 26 left, hold short 26 right, check for traffic. Left turn on 26 right, and then we're going to... Yeah, I didn't get the update because I actually did some flight model tweaks to this thing, and if I update it, I'm going to have to do them again, and I don't feel like it. I'll get to it eventually. Okay. Full length off of 26 right, and then we're going to be on the Sunshine 5 departure instructions for 26 right. Climb on heading 258. I'll fix that to 1460, then direct to Dink, then on track 274 to cross Pomona, VOR at or below 8,000, and then on track 300 to Sunshine. Okay, so 258 is the heading. One thing I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to go ahead and probably tune Pomona VOR, and that will also help update our FM, our whatchamacallit here. All right, cool. Okay, before start, checklist. Doors and windows. We're going to close these up. Close, close, close. And close. Hydraulic air-driven pumps coming on. Okay, fuel pumps set for takeoff. Okay, those are good. Fuel pumps are on. Fuel cross-feed valves are set as required. Parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Wheel chocks and ground power unit.
Cockpit to ground. Remove the chocks. Cockpit to ground. Disconnect ground power.
Okay. Beacon lights on. Engine bleeds are on. ACARS. Okay.
Ground power disconnected. Shocks removed.
Oh, I might have to change my Uh-oh. Nope, that's not right. That's Nick. How do I log out of this thing? Shoot. Where's the log out button here? Nick, I don't mean to be on your stuff here. How do you log out of smart cars? All right, let's try this again. Okay. Ah, dang it. It keeps loading this up. Somebody remind me how to log out of smart cars. Oh, log out. Duh. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'll fix this. Let me put my email address in here. Okay, here we go. That's better. That's me. Okay, so we are on VATSIM. We're good to go. Transponder. TARA. Push to start.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, guys. See how this goes.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Clear to connect. Who's this guy? We got an imposter on the ramp. Ontario traffic, good evening. UPS 732 heavy push and start at Ontario ramp, tail facing south.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Right there.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking
Brake.
brake released.
There you go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, guys, let's do it. Let's start engine 1.
Starting engine 1.
Starter valve open.
Okay, rotation on 1.
N2 10%.
Fuel on. Light up.
Okay, all pressure lights out.
Starter off.
Okay, good start on 1. Starting 2. Oh, duh. Okay,
Starting engine 2.
sorry.
Starter valve open.
MD88. I assume you're doing that on Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? Because the Rotate one's just a little too dated for me. I try to enjoy it, but it's just too old.
N2 10%.
Fuel on.
Fuel on. Light up.
I heard that Leonardo one for Microsoft Flight Simulator is really good. Yeah, I've seen it. It looks nice. There's occasionally where I really regret not having Microsoft Flight
Operation
Sim.
complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
That jet,
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
A300, that kind of stuff I really miss out on. Okay, all pressure lights out on 2.
Starter off.
Okay. Starting 3.
Starting engine 3.
Starter valve open.
Okay, rotation on 3.
N2 10%.
Okay, fuel on 3.
Fuel on.
Tow is
Light up.
disconnected
Yeah,
and bypass
it
pin
is.
has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
I never had a chance to enjoy the A300 for X-Plane. I came to X-Plane in 2024? 2024? Yeah, keep telling me all about the Leonardo and how good it is and how much I've missed out on it. Bummer. Oh, pressure lights out on 3. Yeah, they were chasing the money.
Starter off.
Okay, good start on 3, starting 4.
Starting engine 4.
Starter valve open. N2 10%.
Yeah, I mean, Flight Factor's good, but I don't know
Fuel
that they're
on.
interested in doing some of the jets that I wish they would. Which is
Light
fine.
up.
They're doing modern stuff, which is good. We need that too. And they seem to have a good handle on that.
Starter off.
All right, guys, good starts. At the start checklist, engine wing anti-stop required, APU bleeds. off. Pack valves on. Isolation valves open. Recirc fans. Trim air on. Engine gens. APU stopped, and the ground signal is good. Okay, taxi checklist. Oops. Taxi checklist. Flaps set for takeoff. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Stab trim. It's supposed to be 4.3. I'm gonna set it to about 5. Okay. Takeoff data. We got V1 around 128, V rotate around 140, and V2 154. Takeoff thrust setting is 111% in 1. Anti-skid armed, guard closed. Body gear steering is armed. Runway turn-off lights. And taxi lights. Flight controls. Ailerons left. Ailerons right. Elevator up. Elevator down. Rudder left. Rudder right. Flight controls free and clear. Taxi clearance. Make sure we're transmitting. Ontario traffic, UPS 732, taxi runway 26 right via Yankee Whiskey. Okay, departure briefing, no updates. Alright, guys ready? Let's do this.
Parking brake released.
Okay, noticeable steering. Left, right, brakes. Checked. Okay, so we're going to make a left turn on Yankee here. Oh, crap, that's loud. Sorry. Should have gave you a headphone warning on that. This aircraft does taxi very nice on the ground. Alright, shades on. Okay, noticeable steering, brakes are checked, taxi checklist complete. Alright, so I'm going to hold short of 2.6 left to do our before takeoff checklist because there's not a lot of room in between the two runways and I don't want to be sticking out there with my tail on the into 2.6 left as we're doing this stuff. Alright, fuel pumps set for takeoff. That's set. Fuel crossing valves set for takeoff. MCP roll mode is on heading. Exterior lights, we'll do them all now. Wixer. Normal. Okay, INS. I'm not going to act the first wave. I'm not going to activate the first waypoint until we're airborne. So I'm going to fix that checklist item because when I do this on the ground, I get weird vectors to the first fix. So we're going to do that in the air. Let's go ahead and press forward. Ontario traffic, UPS 732 heavy is crossing 26 left and departing 26 right, Sunshine 5 departure. Let's go. Alright. Clear on the right, clear on the left, TCAS clear. What's up, Captain Kurt? Welcome back. Caught me just in time for takeoff.
Approaching 26 left.
Alright, one last check. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Oh yeah, 201,000 pounds.
Approaching 26 right. On runway 26 right.
Okay, body gear steering is off. Takeoff clearance is good. All right, and the clock is running. All right, guys, let's do this.
Stabilized.
All right, set takeoff thrust. N1.
Thrust set.
Check.
80 knots.
Check. Thrust hold.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Okay, I'm going to activate that first waypoint.
Gear is up.
Okay, I'm going to go over to INS. Okay, let me get climb thrust. Okay, I'm going to pitch down, get some airspeed here. And we're going to go ahead and set speed to 50. Okay, flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the autopilot on. And we're gonna go to IAS hold. Alright, guys, looking good on nav. Okay, so Pomona's coming up in 3 miles. We need to cross that at or below 8, and we're looking on track to do that. Sort of. INS. There's no LNAV on this thing. Okay, I lied. Maybe we're going to be a little bit high at Pomona, but that's okay. Who's going to... Don't tell me. We're good. Okay, now inland at 14,000. Alright, so after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, lights out.
Gear up.
Handles off. Flaps are up. Stereo lights as required. Okay, so what we're going to do here is when I hit 10,000 feet, we're going to go into vertical speed mode, and I'm going to reduce the vertical speed to about
10,000.
Yep. So vertical speed mode, and we're going to go down to about 1,500 feet a minute, and we're going to accelerate to our climb speed, which is 320. So I'll set 320 here on the speed bug. So remember, we need to cross inland at or above 14,000 because San Gabriel Mountains are right here to the right. As soon as we hit 320 knots, I'm going to go back into IAS hold. Alright, and IAS. Nice. Can I see the flight engineer panel? Sure, man. Alright, crew, looking good. So there's 14,000 feet, so we've made our crossing restriction at inland at or above 14,000. As you can see, we've made the cut, and the INS is actually doing a really nice job. I'm actually pleasantly surprised here. Watch this. So this is our actual track, and you can see it's almost right down the line here. Yeah, I guess I remember how to do this stuff after all, huh? Okay. Swing back over to Unicom. And then coming up on 180, we'll go ahead and do altimeters. Let's just do it now. 2992. We'll cross-check these at flight level 190 for our VISM checks. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, altimeters cross-checked. After takeoff checklist complete. Alright, so what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to accelerate to 0.85 Mach, and once we get to 0.85 Mach, we're going to go over to Mach hold until we get up to our cruise altitude, and then after that point, we're going to go into Mach hold on the outer throttle. So far, so good, though. There's LA over there. Oh, we need to update our INS. Oh yeah, definitely we have events. We do them every month or so. I think we'll have to have one for Ontario soon. It's easy to get ATC for Ontario because SoCal has some of the best ATC coverage on VATSIM. We're climbing at about 2,000 feet a minute. Alright, so one thing I'm thinking here is our cruise speed is 0.85 Mach, but we may not get there because we're not going that high. We're only going to flight level 300, and I think we might be kind of maxing out the barber pole before we get to 0.85 Mach at that altitude. So we'll see what we get out of it. But we may go for a slightly lower cruise speed. There's actually a lot of, well, nobody's at Oakland, but we do get some people at San Francisco there. That barber pole's coming down on us pretty good there.
1000 to level off.
Check. Hey, altitude select. Hey, tell you what, I'm just gonna go to, let's go to speed hold. I think 320 knots is probably okay there. And then I'll go ahead and switch it over to cruise mode. Alright guys, leveling off here. Nice. This went well. Alright, so we're currently on the way to Midway. So distance to Midway is 9 miles. So let's start taking a look and do some pilot math here to figure out let's do some pilot math to figure out when we need to start descending. So EMSO for arrival. So we need to cross EMSO. Tell you what. Yes, it is. If you go to my my video description, there'll be a link to the website there. Okay, let's just plan on my rib at 10,000 feet. So how far away from my rib? My rib is 188 miles away, and we need to lose 20,000 feet times 3, so 60 miles. 60 miles from my rib is when we need to start descending. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Why would we be heading away from there? Wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense at all. It's like going in the wrong direction. Well, this doesn't help me at all. Okay, there we go. I think we got it fixed now. Okay. my rib. 60 miles away is when we need to send. Alright, so we got a little bit of a headwind here. Got about a 47 knot headwind. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I didn't. I should have activated 1 and 2 at the same time. So typically how I run these is I would activate these at the same time, and then 3 I just leave on data. I don't really keep it on a waypoint. Yeah, I should have activated them at the same time. Next time. So about 100 miles from our top of descent. Alright guys, I'm gonna give you a headphone warning here. I'm gonna turn the sound down. I want to do some external views here. 3, 2, 1. God, it's loud. Woo. Man, that was loud. Yeah, so this is XPME is running so far. So far, so good. Yep, 320 knots. That's about as fast as I want to go. Because we're kind of flirting with that barber pole here, and because we're not very high, I don't want to, you know, go any faster than this. That's close enough. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drain the reserve tanks into the mains now because we're getting kind of low, and this should balance this out. and get us all on the same fuel loads here. Let's tune another. What did I say? 60 miles from 60 miles from my rib. Let's just do 70 miles just to give me a little bit of padding. 70 miles from my rib, we'll start down. Alright, since we got some time up here, let's start running our descent checklist. So we'll go over the landing data. We get you the weather at Oakland. Okay, information Oscar is current wind 250 at 11, 10 miles visibility, dew clouds at 900, scattered at 1100 feet, altimeter 299.5, ILS and visual approach to 30. Okay. So let's go ahead and do performance calculation for landing. Landing weight estimate is going to be 576. Okay, flaps 30. 576. Okay, and we're going to K Oak on 30. 1270 at 12. I don't know if I agree with that. It says 250 at 11. No gust. And altimeter is 299.5. Temperature is 16. Okay. So we'll set the speed bugs here. Claim maneuvering 243. Flaps 1 223. Flaps 5 at 203. Flaps 10 at 183. Okay, and final approach speed is 149, flaps 30. Reversers available, all of them. So we'll use auto brakes medium for the landing. And that'll give us a landing distance of approximately 6,500 feet. Okay, arrival briefing. Let me check this top of the descent here. My rib. Okay, so about 20 miles to go or so. Okay, so here's the arrival briefing. We're on the Enzo 4. So some crossing restrictions here, but the one I'm worried about is my knee at 200 knot. My rib, 240 knots at 10,000 feet. And then by my knee, we need to be down to 7,000 feet at 200 knots. We'll pick up the arrival or the ILS approach at my shin or mission, depending on who you talk to. All right, the RVR is 1,800 feet, no issue there. Decision altitude is going to be 200 radio altimeter. At Wuvon, we need to cross that at 2,700 feet. That's your initial approach fix. Final approach fix is my toe at 2,000 feet. The MSA from the Oakland VOR is 5,100 feet. In the event of a misapproach, we'll go climbing 600 and climbing left under 4,000, heading 260. Inbound to Sausalito VOR radio 110 to Sausalito VOR and hold. Continue climbing and hold 4,000 feet. There you go. The frequency is 108.7 and 296 is the final approach course. Alright, we're going to start down at 17 miles. I'll tune Oakland on VOR 2, which is 116.8. So that's our distance from Oakland right there. Okay, 11 to go. Okay, decision height is 200 radio altimeter. That's set. Seatbelt signs are on. Number 4 reserve. Number 4 and 1 and 4 reserve tanks are drained. Perfect. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and head down now. So let's go vertical speed mode. It's 2,000 feet a minute. And down to 10,000 feet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reduce the airspeed down to 300. That's where I like to. That's where I like to. It's a good descent speed for me. Alright, so far so good guys. Everything's going really good on this flight. Hey, airspeed's looking good. Hey man, I guess. I don't know, I have a good memory. I wish I had a co-pilot though, because there's so many switches and things. Like I need somebody running the autopilot panel and stuff, because it gets a little hard to do as you get in closer. Let me tune in another VOR here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Sausalito in. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the ILS frequency now, so I don't forget about it later. So that's gonna be 108.7. All right, so we'll leave that DME alone for now. DME 2 is going to be our distance to Oakland VOR, which is essentially located on the runway, on the airport grounds. So that gives us the actual distance to the airport. All right, 47 miles to go to my rib. All right, let me go ahead and get that. What did that do? Let me get that CTAF frequency for Oakland. Oh, LA Center's on, guys. When we head back, we'll have it. CTAF K Oak 127.2. Okay, 40 miles to go to my rib. Schism. So, Emzo. Did I forget to put that in? I might have forgotten to put that in. I don't know. Schism is 18 miles, 17 miles away. Oh, I know why. Because this isn't the scale. We're going to Schism. Emzo is back here. My jaw was back here. This is an inset. Sorry. We're going to here. So we should cross Schism between 15 and 19. I will definitely do that. Okay, let's set the altimeters now to 905. I'll just cross-check these at 18,000 real quick. Cross-check.
Altimeter setting.
Yep, check. Got it. Okay. 16,000 here. I'm going to shallow this up a little bit. Because we're supposed to cross Schism at bottom altitude 15,000 feet, so we're getting a little bit close there. Okay, let's go ahead and continue down. And I'm going to start reducing speed to 240 knots. Okay, we got 20 miles to go to get down to 10,000 feet. And decelerate too. Okay, I'm going to start adding a bit of spoilers in here to help us slow down. A little more. Let's take it all the way. Alright, I'm going to get the lights too. Approach checklist is complete. I know, isn't it nice? And I have my sunshades on too because it's so bright. I know it's, man. I'm really happy with it.
1,000 to level off.
Checked. And look at that, 50 FPS, man. I'll take it. All day. Alright. Spoilers retract. Alright, let's go ahead and keep it heading down. Let's take it down to 7,000 feet. Okay. 7,000 feet at my knee. So speed down to 200. And let's take it to about... Okay, vertical speed mode. About 1,000 feet a minute. So we made our crossing restriction real nice, guys. Actually, we could probably shallow this up a little bit. And I'll tune in the CTAF now for... what's it called? Where are we going again? Oakland. Alright, let's go flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Alright, and then my shin or mission should be, we got 14 miles to go. We need to cross that at 7,000 feet. 200 knots. Wow. All right, guys, headphone warning. Headphone warning. I'm going to go outside. Headphone warning. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5. $1,000 to level off.
Oh, I got that screenshot, dude. This is really nice. Okay, checked. Okay, altitude select. Okay, we'll level off here until we cross Mission, and then we'll head down to 4,000 feet. I'd like to cross Franny at 4,000 feet. And that'll get us on the ILS approach. Oh man, this is beautiful. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, wow. That's, guys, that's awesome. All right, crew, we're gonna head down to 4,000 feet. Vertical speed, 1,000 feet per minute. All right, so this next heading, I'm gonna go ahead and start flying heading 270. And that's gonna get us on a ILS intercept course. So let's go ahead and go over to heading select. And we're going to fly this heading until we are ready to pick up the ILS. So I'm going to switch over to radio now. Okay, and then that is going to be our, this is basically going to be our approach course here. I'm still not picking up the DME on the airport yet, but we're out, we're a little ways out. I'd say we're doing pretty good here, guys. Let's go ahead and slow her down to 180 knots. And I'm going to go flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
I know, man. This is... I'm enjoying the stream, guys. This is... Look at this view. XPME is working for me tonight here. Alright, so I'm trying to stay ahead of the aircraft here. That's why we're kind of slowing down early, because it's really hard to lose energy when you're too far down. So we're going to slow the aircraft down a little bit further out than I normally would. There we go. I'm picking up. This is DME to the ILS now, so we're within 20 miles. We're looking good. On speed, on course, everything.
1,000 to level off.
Checked. Thousand to go. Oakland traffic, good evening. UPS 732 heavy on the ILS 30 approach. I tell you what, we'll keep it going down to 3,000 feet. 1,000 feet a minute. That'll help get us on there. And when I hear that the localizer's alive, we'll switch to ILS mode on the lateral navigation.
Localizer alive.
Okay, so let's switch over to ILS. Okay, nav. Okay, so altitude select is armed, nav is armed, speed is good, glide slope, waiting on that. Alright, we're lined up, guys. So we just wait for glide slope now. And it's coming in. Glide slope's alive. Okay, glide slope. Gear down.
Gear down. Flaps 20.
Let's start reducing the final approach speed with 149.
Gears down. Green light.
Checked. Alright. Flaps 25.
Flaps 25.
And flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Okay. Landing checklist. Landing gear is down. Spoiler handle is armed. Auto brakes, medium. Flaps, 30. Altimeter's cross check. Missile approach altitude is hold on. It's set. And we're clear to land. Oakland traffic, UPS 732 on final. 30. Alright, crew, autopilot's gonna come off. Okay, autothrottle's coming off. Okay, a little high on the glide slope. Correcting. Okay, on the Pappies.
1000.
Okay, 1000 stable, Mr. Push altitude set. A little bit high. Correcting.
Approaching 30.
500.
This thing really doesn't want to get down, does it?
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. A little bit high. That's okay.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Check reverse.
Manual
Auto brake
braking.
off. Out off reverse.
A little bit long.
3000 feet remaining.
A little long, but that's okay. I probably could have made that last taxiway if I had landed so long. We're gonna take it out to this
2000 remaining.
next to last taxiway here.
60 knots.
One 1000 remaining.
Alright, we'll exit here. Unstable. Get out of here. Speed brake was armed.
Flaps up.
Oakland traffic, UPS 732 is clear of runway 30 at Whiskey 6. Taxi to the ramp via Whiskey. Alright, after line check, the spoiler handles up, flaps up, auto brakes off. Wixer off. Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. APU. Starting. Clock. Hold. Step trim. Set. Yeah, it's not always. It doesn't work perfectly for every jet. All right, step trim is set, and body gear steering is armed. Let's see what. So I know I landed very long. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so touchdown zone was 10 feet high, a little bit long, so yeah, still within the zone though, but not. It's kind of on the far side of it. That's why our landing distance was so long, and I could have been a little more aggressive with the braking. But it was a good landing. I'll take it. No, it wasn't unstable. It says it was stable because it didn't read that the speed brakes are armed, but they were armed. So that's okay. Headphone warning, guys. I'm gonna do outside view. Headphone warning. Okay, these parking spots are a little bit tight, so I'm gonna go kind of wide to get into it. Alright. We're gonna park on this spot right here. Because it's got a long run-in. But it's going to be kind of a tight squeeze here. All right, hold on tight. I'm going to make this turn. Oh, crap.
Parking brake set.
Let me see how I do it. I'll take it. Dang, that's right on the line. That's runway 30. That's the predominant runway at Oakland, 30. Okay, parking checklist. Transponder. Standby. APU gens. Let's do... Okay, fuel switches. Okay, trim air. Off. Pack valves. Off. Engine bleeds. AP bleed is off. Window heat will leave on. Probe heat, hydraulic pumps. We can turn those off. Beacon light. Okay, INS switches. I'm going to leave those in nav. Nose lights, wheel chocks, and ground power unit. So ground, set
Cockpit
chocks.
to ground. Put the chocks on. Cockpit to ground. Connect ground power.
Chocks are on.
Okay, body gear steering, disarm, parking brake.
Ground power connected.
Parking brake released.
Alright, let's do service. Okay.
Parking brake set.
So we fill all the quantities. Cool. Alright, ground power. We can go ahead and switch over to that for now. Nope. There we go. So over at ground power, we'll leave the APU running. There we go, guys. That was our first flight. Hey, Tweedle. Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. So let's go ahead and get set up for the return flight. Let me go ahead and submit this. Cool. Let's go ahead and book our return flight. So UPS Virtual Air Cargo. All right, so let's go over here to the aircraft hangar. Let's grab the 747-200. There should be one at Oakland now, right there. And we'll take this back to Ontario. UPS 731. Okay, that's booked. We'll go over here to SimBrief, make a new flight. Okay, so UPS 731 from K-Oak to K ONT. It's going to be the 747-200. Candle 5, Ziggy 8. All right, looks good. Generate. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and log off of Xpilot real quick. We'll refile this flight plan. That's him. Okay, that's done. Now we can go ahead and log back onto Xpilot UPS 731. Cool. I know. Hey, Frog, isn't it? It's really hard to fly with the one-man crew. I was doing my best. I hope I did okay. So, thanks for checking in with me, man. Okay, let's go ahead and get everything reset here. So let's recycle everything off. Okay. All right. Now, here's the hardest part for me is I got to clear out these things, and I don't remember how to do it. So I think it's it's status. No. Nope. Nope. Flush. I think it's flush. No. Okay, I gotta clear this out. So clear. Let's see. Flight plan. Clear. No. There's a way to do this. Somebody help me out here, man. Remind me, how do you clear this? I need to clear this flight plan out of here. God, I don't remember how to do this. Waypoints. Do I just delete them all? I guess we could do it that way, but that kind of sucks. There's got to be a better way to do this, guys. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to tell me how to do this. So, if you have any input that's better than this, by all means, I'm ready. So there's got to be a way. Data. No. Leg. No. Dang it. I don't remember how to clear this stupid thing out. Could go dark, maybe. No, okay. You know what? How to clear flight plan from LTN 92. Let's see what Google says. Maybe there's a way. Navigate to the waypoint entry page. Select a... Oh! So you have to set it to align mode. Okay, so check this out. You set this to align mode, and it should clear it out. Watch. Ah! That doesn't work. Maybe to off? Alright, let's see what that does. Standby. Yep, that did it. Okay, that works. That works perfectly. So now we can press on with this mission. Let's go ahead and get back on our checklist and run it all again. All right, hey man, this is complicated, okay? Don't be laughing at me. Tell you what, while we do this, we'll turn on some stream music because I'm going to have to kind of start from scratch with this checklist. All right, let me get my checklist. All right, so all that stuff's on. Okay, let's do weight and balance then. Okay, let's see. Payload. All right, so for this next flight crew, let's go ahead and load this up. Oakland to Ontario. Four passengers, 158.4. Fuel 56. Okay. 158.4. So let's call it 159. Instant board. Okay. And then fuel. We should have 56.2. Let's call it 56. Instant refuel. Okay, that's done. So let's do performance calculator. Take off weight. Flaps 10. Airport's going to be K Oak. Runway 30. Read the sim weather. Okay. And then speed bugs. Okay, optimum climb speed is 314. Step turn 3.9. Initial pitch 17. Okay. So weight and balance is set. Let's go ahead and do INS to standby. And then initial position. Let's go INS. Back. Insert position on all three is set. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go to align. Oh, crap. I think I just dumped it. Yep. Okay, that's good. Align, align. It is a 3-man job, and I'm doing it all by myself, dang it. Okay. Now we'll build the flight plan. So, let's go over here to leg. Or waypoints. Okay. So here's our flight plan, guys. So we're on the candle 5. So Lee J, candle, port. I'm gonna put all these in. All right. So Lee J, candle, port, KX, lotion. Nope, 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 nope. Clear to return. It's KX. Lotion. EHF. Zardy. USA, enter to accept. Next one is going to be Lando. My ex-girlfriend had a dog named Lando. I never liked that dog. I don't think I liked her either now that I think about it. Okay, blue. Palmdale, PMD. Flavor. Magic. Hespe, which is Hesperia. High top. Nitty. Ziggy. Nope. Misspelled it. Ziggy. Okay. And then Pettis. And now what I'll do here is I'm going to load in a couple more of these things. So we're going to do ILS. Well, hold on. I misspoke. What are we landing here? ILS and visual approach and 26 left and right. All right. So we're going to load in the ILS 26 left approach from Pettis. So I'm going to add a couple of these in here. So Pettis, Yuckuk, Muns, okay, and then KONT, and then the missed approach is going to be Paradise, so PDZ. Okay, and this is going to be UPS 731. Enter. We're going to store that route. Okay, now we're going to try to transfer the flight plans to the other. So exfil master, and then RMT exfil slave. And this is going to be RMT exfil slave. Crossfill complete. No, that can't be right. No. No, that's not right. Okay, there we go. Was there 21 waypoints? I don't remember that. That sounds like a lot. It sounds like the last flight plan. I hope that's not the case. I guess there is. Okay, crossfill complete. All right. Enter RNAV and tmix. So that's done. So now I think it should be with status. No, status. There we go. Enable RNAV. Enable tmix. Over here, status. Okay. Enable RNAV. Enable tmix. And down here, status. See, I'm doing it better this time. RNAV. Enable tmix. Okay. And now we can go up here and set these to nav. Okay. And now HSI switch over to INS. And INS. Now let's make sure this looks right. So let's go over to waypoints. Yep, those are good. Waypoints. Yep. That's nice. And then waypoints are good. So this one we'll leave on data. This one's going to be on leg and on leg. I'm going to type in the letter L to get these ready to go. No. L, Lee J. L, Lee J. Cool. So that's ready. Okay, guys, I think we're set. That went pretty good, right? Cool. This is the initial cockpit preparation checklist complete. Final cockpit prep. Let's take a look here. Do we have an IFR clearance? No, but I got squawk code 1710. That's set. Okay, radios are set for takeoff. Let's see. Yep. All right, nav is set. Fuel quantity is 56,000 pounds. That's right. Flight altitude will be 330 for this flight. Okay, 330 is set. Flight directors on left and right, and the flight director pitch bar up to 17. Okay, and then auto throttle, we're gonna do a 10%, or what is it? A 10% D rate. We're pretty light here. MCP airspeed is set to V2 151. MCP heading is 296. Okay, MCP altitude. Initial altitude will be 2,000 feet, and I'll explain why in a minute. Okay, altimeters set and cross check. So we got 2995. I'll get a weather update here. Okay. Current weather 260 at 13. So slight quartering headwind from the left. Altimeter 2995. Few clouds at 800. Scattered at 11 still. Temperature 13. 2995 is set. Auto brake is takeoff arm. APU is on. APU bleed air is on. APU gens are on. Okay, and your departure briefing crew. We are at Oakland, and we're going to be flying back to Ontario, my new hub. Over here at the cargo ramp. So we're going to push back this way onto Sierra. We're going to take Sierra down to Tango, Tango to Uniform, Uniform to Whiskey, Whiskey 1 full length on 30. It's 10,000 foot runway on the Canada 5 departure. So this is where it's going to get a little complicated. So, Lee we have to cross at or below 2,000 feet. Then on to Candle. Then we make this hard left turn to cross port at or below 10. So the reason we got to stay at or below 2,000 feet here, which is really hard to do because as you're climbing, you climb pretty quick. So you have to really push forward on the yoke to keep from blowing through that altitude. We got to stay low because departing traffic from San Francisco, if they're departing to the north, they fly over you. So if you're climbing hard right here, you're going to have a conflict from the San Francisco traffic. So we're going to make this hard left turn here to port. And the same reason as San Francisco traffic departs and comes in, and you got to stay below 10,000 feet or you're going to get in their way. So we gotta really mind this 2,000 and 10,000 at port. After that, we can climb unrestricted to our final cruise. And I'll brief the arrival as we get closer. We can expect Los Angeles Center to be online when we get there, hopefully. Okay, let's press. Okay, doors and windows. Let's see, ground. Doors and windows are closed. Hydraulic air-driven pumps coming on. Okay, fuel pumps are still on. I never turned them off. Oops. And these crossfeed valves are actually should have been closed. Maybe I should put that in my checklist for the next time. So whatever the case may be, we got balanced fuel loads in the wings. It's not a big deal. Parking brake is set. Wheel chocks and ground and
Cockpit to ground.
ground
Remove
power
the
unit.
chocks. Cockpit to ground. Disconnect ground power.
Beacon lights on. Engine bleeds on. Okay, ACARs.
Ground power disconnected. Shocks removed.
Okay, UPS 731 is tracking transponder TARA and push start.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Oakland traffic, UPS 731 heavy, push start cargo ramp onto taxiway Sierra, tail facing northwest.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Clear to connect.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
About there will do.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, you guys ready? Let's do it.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, crew. Starting one.
Starting engine 1.
Oh, try this again.
Starting engine 1.
Starter valve open.
There we go.
N2 10%.
Fuel on.
Fuel on. Light up.
All right, crew. Low pressure lights out.
Starter off.
Okay. Starting 2.
Starting engine 2.
Starter valve open. N2 10%.
Okay, fuel on 2.
Fuel on. Light up.
Oil pressure lights out.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starter off.
Alright. Get started on 2, starting 3.
Starting engine 3.
Starter valve open. N2 10%.
Fuel on 3.
Fuel on. Light up.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, we'll see you later.
Starter off.
Okay, starting 4.
Starting engine 4.
Starter valve open. N2 10%.
Okay, fuel on 4.
Fuel on. Light up.
Man, this thing takes forever to start, doesn't it?
Starter off.
Alright, at the start checklist. APU bleed is off. See, pack valves open. Pack controls auto. Isolation valves are open. Recirc fans are still on. Trim air open. Engine gens on. APU stop. Okay, ground signal's good. Taxi checklist. Flaps set for takeoff. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Alright. Stab trim is, make it 5. Alright. Takeoff data. V1 129, rotate 130, V2 151. Speed bugs are set. Alright. Takeoff thrust setting is going to be 106 and 1. Anti-skid is on. Body gear armed. Runway turn off lights and taxi lights are on. Flight controls check. Ailerons left. Ailerons right. Elevator up. Elevator down. Rudder left. Rudder right. Okay, taxi clearance. Oakland traffic, UPS 731, taxi to runway 30 Sierra Tango Uniform, Whiskey 1. Alright, departure briefing, no update. Let's do it.
Parking brake released.
Okay, noticeable steering checks and brakes checked. Okay, taxi checklist complete. Okay, we're on uniform. Next is going to be whiskey. Clear on the right, clear on the left.
Parking brake set.
Alright, before takeoff checklist, fuel pumps are set for takeoff, fuel cross-feed valves are set for takeoff, MCP roll mode is on heading, exterior lights on, INS, we'll skip that, and then we'll do the body gear on the runway. Wixer, normal. Why do I have no TCAS? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's only working airborne on this jet. Okay. Oakland traffic, UPS 731, departing runway 30, Candle 5 departure. Alright, crew, let's do it.
Parking brake released.
Approaching 30.
Alright guys, this is a really
On runway
really cool departure.
30.
Alright. Okay, body gear is disarmed. Takeoff clearance is good. Let's reset the clock. Alright, let's do it guys. Let's head back to Ontario. Let's go. Alright, thrust set. Any knots checked? Oh crap. Port takeoff.
Check reverse.
6,000 feet remaining.
Out off reverse.
Alright, so I'm aborting this takeoff because we did not have the thrust set correctly. There was something not right here. Yep. Something was not set correctly. Yeah, there was something wrong there. The thrust was degrading. It did not stay at the thrust limit there. All right, let me see what's going on here. But yeah, it was in like go round mode or something. It should have been on TOD, takeoff. So that's why the thrust was doing some weird stuff there. Let's check. Hold on.
Parking brake set.
Let's check the brake temps here. They're a little warm. Let's see if we can get these things to cool back. We're gonna taxi back around for another takeoff attempt
Parking
here.
brake released.
See if they cool off on the way. Yeah, something was definitely not right there. I could just tell like the thrust was coming down.
ACU disconnected.
Oh man. Body gear steering. Let's try this again. All right, so again, to recap, I aborted the takeoff because I didn't have my auto throttle set correctly. It was set to like Mach cold or something, and was decreasing as we were accelerating. So I think I fixed it. So let me see, how much fuel did we burn? About 3,000 pounds. We should have enough in our reserve to get there. So we're gonna try this again. So we're on TOD, 10% D rate. That's better. That's my first rejected takeoff in this jet. Alright, fuel pumps are set. Wicks is on. INS. Okay, lights. Alright, we're clear. Let's try it again.
Approaching 30.
Okay, second time's a charm.
On runway 30.
Okay, body gear steering disarmed. Let's reset the clock. Alright, let's try it again, guys.
Stabilized.
Alright, set takeoff thrust. Oh. What is going on with this thing now? Does not want to set. Okay, I'm a little confused as to what's going on with this thing. See if that helps. If not, we'll just do it manually. Stabilize. Let's try it again. No, I don't know. I can't get it to set. Let's do it by hand.
Thrust set.
Check.
80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
do have a speed flag there. I wonder what that's about.
Gear is up.
Okay, let's activate these.
1,000 to level off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to. Okay, flaps 5.
Flaps 5. Flaps 5.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
I don't know why I have a speed flag here. I'm gonna go autopilot on. Altitude. Vertical speed. Heading altitude select. Alright, what is going on with this thing? Okay. Ah, there it goes. Got it now. I didn't have it on N1. That's what it was this whole time. Operator error. Alright, I need to pitch up a bit, bleed off some of the speed.
$1,000 to level off.
Alright, so once we pass this next fixer, which is port, we'll be able to continue climbing. Yeah, so I didn't have it in N1. That's what it was. I needed to click the
10,000.
N1 button, so I maybe need to check my checklist to make sure I have that. Correct. Okay, let's go ahead and continue climbing up to 330. And we'll go back to M1 mode. Vertical speed till we get our climb speed, which is 314.
Flaps up.
Okay, landing gear up, flaps up, lights off. And this departure is a little rougher than the first one, guys. I gotta figure out why I had my auto throttle set incorrectly. I might need to look at my checklist here. Yeah, maybe I need to put that in here. Taxi checklist, after takeoff data, takeoff thrust setting, and auto throttle mode. I think I would, if I had that in here, I would have missed that. Oh, you live and learn. I think I'm going to fix my checklist while we're climbing here. Okay, altimeter standard 2992. Okay, after takeoff checklist complete. Let me make a correction to my checklist now. I want to fix that. So let's put this under the taxi checklist. So N1. Alright, now watch this. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to reload this checklist. So we go to the taxi checklist, auto throttle N1 TOD. So I won't forget that again next time. Because clearly it got out of whack during the landing and I needed to reset this and I missed this. That's why my takeoff thrust was all jacked up. Cool. That should be fixed for next time. Okay, there's flight level 300. We're going up to 330. And then we'll switch over to mock hold here in a little bit. Oh, nothing. Hey, so Sierra, the Ontario hub chief pilot resigned, and that's my home airport anyway, and that's the hub that I really wanted to be at because I know that it's real close to my actual house. So when he resigned, I requested a transfer back to Ontario. So I want to kind of build this hub back up, and then Nick will be the chief pilot at Hamilton now. I just wanted to go back to my home airport, right? Because, you know, Canada's just not where I'm from. And I like Ontario, and I know Southern California airspace. I know the airport well. I live here. You know, I want to go back to my home. I've always wanted to be at Ontario, but I went to Hamilton for a promotion, but, you know, I always wanted to be here. So something curious here. My LTNs are not updating. I'm not quite sure why that is. I'm not getting any INS updates here. Oh. Maybe it is. I don't know. Normally when I tune a new VOR, these updates, lights come on, but it's not doing that.
To level off.
Check. Okay, let's go to mock hold. I sure wish I knew why these things weren't updating. Not quite sure why that is. The drift on these things are going to be pretty bad as we get in close. Alright, man, I should be landing. I should be getting close to landing in about 20. We'll see you then. Thanks. Alright, let's figure out where we're at and what we gotta be doing here. Okay, so we're gonna be talking to LA Center, and this is gonna be a cluster F because there's a lot of aircraft on here tonight. A lot. And there's basically one guy to cover all that. So 126525. That's gonna be difficult to talk to him. Oh well, it's got to be done, but it's gonna be rough. Oh, there they go. Now they're updating. So if we look at our arrival chart, which is the Ziggy 8, Los Angeles Center almost always gives you flavor at 14,000. So let's see how far we are from flavor, and we would need to lose 19,000 feet. Flavor at 14,000 and 19,000 feet times 3. So let's just call it 60 miles. So 60 miles from flavor is when we need to start descending. Might be time for me to get a quick bite to eat. I might go do that real quick. How we doing? Okay. Grab some chow here real quick. We're talking to SoCal real soon. I might go ahead and tune them in right now.
Walker 2045, taxi at parking, the Alpha 6 Charlie, cross road 26 right at Alpha.
Alpha 6 Charlie, across 26 right for Walker 2045.
Mountain Air 324, descend and maintain, flight level 220, San Louis altimeter 2994.
Arrive. We'll descend and maintain flight level 220 and copy the altimeter at San Louis.
LA Center, good evening. UPS 731 Heavy would be flight level 330.
UPS 731 at the LAS Center, radar contact.
That was easy.
And LA Center, do you want Delta 1532 to slow normal speed?
1532, roger, do not exceed 210 knots for spacing at Bourbon, cleared ILS Yankee on the 26 left approach.
Roger, do not exceed 210 for spacing and at Bourbon cleared a Yankee 26 left approach, Delta 1532.
Delta 8990, your number 1, runway 26 left, cleared. 26 left, cleared land, Delta 8990. Delta 1532, number 2 in sequence, behind company ahead, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
Number 2 in sequence behind the company, 26 left, clear to land, Delta 1532.
LA 9853, send via the Angel 4 arrival.
Via the Angel 4, Delta 333.
United 850, ready taxi. United 850, heavy. Roger. Runway 25 right, taxi via Kilo and Bravo.
Alright, 25 right, Kilo Bravo, United 850 heavy.
Frontier flight 18 to 14. 26 right, clear. Take out.
Probably another 60 miles to go before we need to head down.
1814. LA Center, Saturn 5, do you want to Lindbergh Tower?
Saturn 5, contact Lindbergh Tower, 118.
Over Lindbergh Tower, 18.3, have a great night, see you later, Saturn 5.
LA Center, Southwest 1855, request taxi, plan 24 left.
Southwest 1855, LA Center, on the 24 left, taxi via Echo.
24 left via Echo, thanks, Southwest 1855.
Okay, final approach speed is 143. Auto brakes medium.
This Delta 333, could we expect the ILS
Give us
runway 24 right approach if possible?
6,100 feet of landing distance, sir.
Delta 3030, correction, Delta 330, expect ILS runway 24 right approach from Circus.
24 right from Circus, thank you about that.
And Center emergency 13, ready for taxi. Second 213 heavy, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo.
Bravo, we're going to 5 right, American 213 heavy. Yes, sir, American, sorry, entering first pass. Too much in the cockpit.
783, let me know when you're back.
Okay, sorry, entering, thanks.
Vector flight 1814, radar contact, climb via SID, accept maintain, flight level 220. 0C altitude leaving.
Climb VNC next time, maintain flight level 220, leaving 5,000, Frontier 1814.
Air 257 Mike Charlie. Looks like I've gotten an arrival from the northeast. Gonna make that one left kind of tough. At Bourbon, cleared ILS Yankee, runway 26 left.
Alright, at Bourbon, cleared ILS Yankee 26 left approach to Mike Charlie.
Good day, LA Center, Alaska 304, checking in at 360.
Alaska 304, LA Center, radar contact. New England 1636 Albuquerque closed. Frequency change approved. See ya.
Frequency change approved, New England 1636, yeah.
Mountain Air 324, descend and maintain 1000.
Descend and maintain 1000, Mountain 324.
All right, guys. Landing data is good. Arrival, Ziggy 8. So expecting flavor at 14,000, 250 knots. We need to get slowed down here. We usually get to cross over, instead of maintain 8,000 to cross over the San Bernardino Mountains here. And then we're going to probably have to do a very steep descent to pick up this ILS approach, because they always give us a tight descent here. ILS 26 left.
JetBlue 170.
RVR is 1800. 200 radar. MSA is 11.3 coming over the mountains here. This approach to climb 2800, then climbing left turn to 5400 direct Paradise and hold. Continue climbing hold to 5400. So we need to get down to 3400 at Yucca to make sure that we can stay on this approach path. At 109.7, correction, 111.35 for 26 left. Final approach course is 258. Okay, we should be heading down here pretty soon.
Yes, 730 at 1, descend at pilot's discretion to cross flavor, head and maintain 14,000, Ontario altimeter 299.
Okay, flavor at 14,000, UPS 731, heavy. Just like I said, guys, flavor at 14,000. I know this airspace very well.
Runway 26 left at Alpha 6, we're going through Delta Gates.
Delta 8990.
Okay, so when our distance to flavor is 60 miles an hour, we'll start heading down.
Second above the Alpha 6 cross runway 26 right at Alpha 6 Delta 8990.
Southwest 1855 at runway 24 left ready.
Southwest 1855.
Alright, crew, we're gonna head down.
24 left.
Speed's gonna be 300, and let's go
On left to run,
vertical
on left
speed
to Delray, runway 24 left.
2,000 feet per minute.
Southwest 1855.
Head down.
JetBlue 177, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, JetBlue 177.
Yeah, American and ready to go to my right. American 213 heavy, departing traffic, north complex, diverging course. We're gonna have to doctor, runway 25 right, clear to take off.
Copy the traffic, we're not doctor 25 right, let's take off right.
Let's go to speed mode, that's probably what it is. There we go.
UPS 731, say approach request.
ILS 26 left, please.
731, expect that.
Thank you. So this is another reason why I'm back. I'm glad to be back at my hub, guys. We have the best ATC on BATSIM here, and some of the best in SoCal airspace. I really love this, guys.
Runway 29er from cutoff.
Okay, we'll expect RNAV runway 29er at cutoff.
Alright, let me... So that's already drained. Okay.
Yes, sir, ready. It's already 30 spec.
Altitude set, seatbelt signs are on, reserve tanks.
783.
Reserve tanks are drained. Alright, weather at Ontario. Wind 25088. 10 miles visibility. Sky clear. Temperature 17, altimeter 2990.
340, stay altitude landing. American 213, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level tree 70, stay altitude lead.
Sorry, you're broke for American 213, can you say again?
Flaps up.
American 213, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level tree 70, stay altitude leaving.
Thank you, 370, we're leaving 2,600 for American 213.
Southwest 18 at 55, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level tree 40, stay altitude.
Leaving 3,400, we'll maintain flight level 340, Southwest 1855.
Okay, we got
169,
12,000 feet to lose in 30 miles.
410.
At 169, radar contact 30 miles east of Audio. Reset transponder, squawk 3150.
Is that 3150 for Delta 169?
Delta 169, affirmative, squawk 3150, 3150.
Alright, that's 3150, Delta 169. LA United 850, ready to go 25 red.
United 850, heavy RNAV to Docker, 25 right.
Group takeoff 25 right, RNAV Docker, United 850 heavy. And Delta 1532 is cleared, Alpha 726 left.
1532, taxi to parking via Alpha 7, Bravo, crossroad 26 right at Alpha 7.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and tune
Alpha
the
7
ILS
Bravo,
frequency now.
cross 26 right at Alpha 7,
11135.
departing Delta 1532, thank you so much, have a good night.
Sun Country 104, Denver closed, frequency change. Yep.
Frequency change approved, Sun Country 104, good night. LA Center 186 heavy flat level 380 overhead to the city.
Lane 86 LA Center radar contact, welcome.
Okay, we got 17 miles to lose.
Let's get to V04,
8,000 feet.
Lindbergh altimeter, 299 tree.
I'm going to start reducing speed to 250. And I'm going to add some speed brakes in. There's the airport way out there in the distance. Well, I don't think we're gonna make this. I'm gonna increase my rate of descent here. I think my pilot math was a little off here. I think it's because of our ground speed. We have a tailwind right now, and I didn't really account for the tailwind. Yep, that's what it is. I need to remember to look for that next time. Got 5,000 feet to lose in 7 miles. That might be difficult. Altimeter 29090.
United 50 heavy radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 340. Stay altitude.
Climb maintain 340, 1,900, United 50.
I'm going to be just a little bit high here, guys. I didn't account for the tailwind. That's my fault.
Altimeter setting.
Yep, got it.
Now near 324. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Yeah, didn't quite make it, guys.
8,000, Mountain 324.
Frontier flight 1814. Descend via the Jackie
1,000
to
to
arrival.
level off.
Check.
Descend via Jackie 2, Frontier 1814.
Number 257, Mike Charlie, runway 26 left, clear.
26 left, clear left, semi Charlie.
Hawaiian 86, descend via the Angel for arrival.
Descend via the Angel 4, Hawaiian 86 heavy.
Almost
Yukon
made it.
427, Oakland closed, frequency change approved, see ya.
122.8, have a good rest of your night for Yukon 427, see ya.
Yeah. Delta 169, descend via the Rider 2.
Descend via the Rider 2, Delta 169.
UPS
That's us.
731, descend and maintain 7,400.
7,400 for UPS 731. That's really close to the mountain, but we'll do it. All right.
Yeah, center southwest
Let's do
2345.
vertical
Flight level
speed.
360, just outside harbor.
2,000 feet a minute.
Southwest 2345, LA Center, radar contact, welcome. Descend via the Jenny, correction, descend via the Thorn for arrival.
Descend via Thorn 4, southwest 2345. LA Center, good evening, Allegiant 1628, flight level 370.
Yeah, we're still pretty high. Let's go 2,500 feet a minute here.
Agent 1628, LA Center, radar contact, welcome. Descend via the Channel 4
speed
arrival,
240.
runway 26 left.
Channel 4, 26 left, Allegiant 1628.
UPS 731, below 10,000, reduce speed as low as practical for descent.
Okay, we'll reduce slow as practical below 10,000 UPS 731. All right, we're really, really high.
Chuck Blue 177, thank you, good runway 26 left at Alpha 6.
JetBlue 177, Jack converting the Alpha 6 Bravo.
Yeah,
cross
I
runway
didn't
26
manage
right
this.
at Alpha 6.
I didn't manage this particularly good. The vertical landing here.
Texas parking via Alpha 6 to Bravo, cross
Okay, lights.
26 right at Alpha 6, JetBlue 177.
We're high. We're definitely high here.
$10,000.
Check. Yeah, we're super high.
Mountain 324, descend and maintain 7,000.
You know what? I'm gonna go flaps 5 for some drag. We're at the speed.
Flaps 5.
I need some drag on this thing.
$1,000 to level off.
UPS 731, descend and maintain 6,000.
Down to 6,000, 731. Alright. Let's keep it coming, let's keep it coming.
Hit me, this is Quantum 974 heavy passing over Tijuana 10,000.
From 974 LA
Ah, we're gonna make, we'll be okay.
7264, right in.
Can I pick for Quantum 974 heavy? Sorry about that.
Flaps 10.
On a 974, no worries.
Flaps
Squawk
10.
7264, I know.
7254 Quantum 974 heavy.
UPS 731, cross Pettis at about 4,300, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
Okay, Pettis at 4,300, cleared ILS 26 left approach, UPS 731, heavy. Alright guys, I think we got this under control here.
Alex Center, this is
Okay.
Chaos 11.
Vertical speed, let me get 2,000.
4 miles out of Mohawk, 380.
AS 11 LA Center, radar contact. Descend via the Lucky 1 arrival.
December on the Lucky 1 arrival for Chaos 11.
Alright, let's go over to radio nav. Stand by to pick up the ILS.
UPS 731, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
Clear land, 26 left, UPS 731. Gear down.
Gear down.
Mountain 324,
let's go.
cross Kata,
ILS.
batter above 5,000, cleared RNAV, runway 29er approach.
Nope, 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 nope.
Okay, we'll cross Kedab at or above 5,000, cleared RNAV.
Ah, crap.
Equalizer alive. Gears down. Green light.
Ah, crap. Hold on tight, guys.
Soul approach. Hello. Coordinator 4.
That was rough.
For Tijuana.
Flaps 20.
340.
Flaps 20.
Green Air 455, Charlie.
We overshot
LA
it there, but we'll
Center,
get it.
Squawk
Flaps 30.
1442, right in.
Flaps 25.
Wow. 442. 40 on.
Kind of chasing the localizer here.
Quad on 974, verify squawk code 7264. 7264.
Spoilers, armed, auto brakes, medium, flaps 30. Alright,
Third digit needs to be.
I'm gonna help this thing out here.
My bad, we're gonna switch it to 6.
There we go. I got it now.
Mountain 324 and my 29er, clear to land.
that was a little violent there, guys, but I got it. I got it now.
Quantum 974, radar contact, 27 miles west of Julian.
Okay, let's switch altitude.
Flight level 320.
It's set. Runway heading set. Alright, we're good.
Quantum 974, climb and maintain, flight level 320.
Climb again. Runway level 32, about to flag 974.
Korean Air 455 Charlie, radar contact, 39 miles southwest of Julian, say altitude.
Saigon Police, Korean Air 455.
Korean Air 455 Charlie, climb and maintain flight level 200.
I'm on train, flight level 200, Korean Air 455 Charlie.
Center, November
Okay,
2nd,
way high,
Charlie.
correcting.
We're up on Alpha 5 for signature.
257 Mike Charlie, taxi to parking the Alpha, see ya.
Taxi Alpha, see you, 7-way shot.
It's hard to get this jet to descend,
LA
man.
Center, Skyhawk, November 77, Alpha Delta is over Van Nuys at 8,300, requesting southbound Coliseum route.
77 Alpha Delta LA Center, the aircraft type. Number 77 Alpha Delta Squawk 2425, say your aircraft type.
I can't ever get the speed brake to set. Try it this way.
1000.
There we go.
Approaching 26 left.
$500.
Check.
Number 77 Alpha Delta, radar contact.
Just in time, man.
3 miles north of Los Angeles.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Minimums.
Continue.
Coliseum route. Maintain a VFR at 9,500. Now lay altimeter 290.
Clear
50,
through the LA
40,
Bravo southbound
30,
Coliseum route 9,500.
10.
Altimeter 299
Wow.
77
Floating
Alpha
again.
Check reverse.
14 at Rumble, cleared on F0, runway 26. Right.
At Rumble, cleared RF Zulu, 26 right approach. Sorry, it's 26 right, 26 left.
Runway 26 right, frontier flight.
Roger, from Rumble, cleared RF Zulu, 26 right, frontier
60 knots.
Delta 333 at Circus, cleared ILS, runway 24 right.
Out off reverse.
Circus, clear ILS, runway 24 right, approach, Delta 333.
Alaska 304, expect RF Zulu, runway 27.
2,000 feet remaining.
That's on that.
Is there emergency entry across the cover soon?
Okay, 783. Say again your request. That was.
Sorry, we're crossing top of the ship for American 783.
And 783, descend and maintain flight level 25.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be back. I love this airport. It's my home airport, so I'm glad I'm back here.
Oscar 1452, runway 27, runway 27, clear.
We're for takeoff 27, less than 1452.
Flaps up.
Okay, after landing checklist, spoilers up, flaps up, auto brakes off,
American 213.
Brakes are
climb
off.
maintain, flight level 41.
landing lights off, strobes off, APU.
Southwest 1855, Oakland closed, frequency change.
Clock.
Let's switch to Unicom. Thank
Step
you.
trim.
Good night. Southwest 1855.
Okay.
Center fronting 1814, time below triple the RNF. Can we get vectors, please?
UPS ramp via Sierra Whiskey, UPS sub 31.
Alaska 304 at Cloman, cleared on
Okay, afterland checklist complete.
Way 27.
Comment clear RNF.
The long landing, but threshold height was okay.
Clean air 455 Charlie, climb and maintain flight level 26.
Oh yeah, 100 feet per minute, man.
Flight maintain to flight level 260 coordinates 455 Charlie.
Yeah, just floaty.
November 12 Victor Juliet, Lindbergh altimeter 299er3, runway 27, clear 20.
I have trouble getting this aircraft to get down. Like, it just doesn't want to descend sometimes.
Frontier flight 1814, runway 26 right, clear.
Go in 26 right, Frontier 1814.
There's the old Ontario tractor. He's out here cutting day and night, 7 days a week. Always cutting grass. Yeah, this is a payware airport, but it's definitely worth the money if you fly out of Ontario a lot. It's it's a beautiful airport, very well done. Awesome airport. As far as scenery goes, worth the money.
Seven 2 Kilo Bravo clearance.
Go ahead for 2 Kilo Bravo.
7 2 Kilo Bravo. You're cleared to Lindbergh Field via fly runway heading, radar vectors, Santa Monica. Then as filed, maintain 3000, at 5000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.52. Block 5 tree.
There's 2 runways at Ontario, 26 left and 26 right, or 8 left and 8 right. They're both pretty long too.
Fly runway heading, vector Santa Monica, then is filed. Visual altitude 3000, expect 5000, 5 minutes later. Frequency is 12652 and squawk 5324 for the 172 Kilo Bravo.
72 Kilo Bravo, read back correct. No, you parked on the south or the north side?
I'm on the north side.
2 Kilo Bravo, expect runway 2.
Expect runway 2 on things. 2 Kilo Bravo.
American 783, Albuquerque closed, frequency change.
Up to Visor, American 783, thanks, Steve.
Center Lasso 450, passing 4000. American 1452, LA Center.
LA Center, Mountain 324, clear runway 29er on Alpha.
Down there. 324, taxi parking via Alpha.
Alright, have a good night. We'll see you.
Alaska 1452, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 1. Correction, climb and maintain 10,000.
10,000, Alaska 1452.
Okay, why are my leading edge flaps extended?
Number
You see that?
172 Kilo Bravo, runway 21, taxi via Alpha.
Huh.
Runway
Parking
21
brake set.
Number 172 Kilo Bravo.
My leading edge flaps are extended. Why is that?
Legion 1628, at Reno, cleared ILS Zulu, runway 26 left.
You see that, right? Why are my flaps not up all the way?
Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Huh, that's strange. The flaps won't come up. Ah, must have broke something. Oh well. Alright, let's shut this thing down. Alright, transponder. Standby. APU gens. Okay, fuel switches. Trim air. Back valves.
Working to
Engine
13,
bleed.
descend at pilot's discretion to
Fuel
cross
bleed.
goal, and then maintain
Window
flight
heat.
level 25.
Alright, this is Vladimir 250, our discretion, American, taken.
Probe heat. Hydraulics. Beacon light. INS switches. Blue chocks.
Cockpit to ground. Put the chocks on.
We're 77
Cockpit to
Alpha,
ground. Connect ground power.
leaving LA Bravo Air.
Chocks
You
on.
can proceed on course, maintain appropriate VFR altitude.
Parking brake released.
Proceeding on course.
Ground power
77 Alpha
connected.
Delta. Sorry, do I switch to 120 squawk?
Alright, ground power. APU off. Alright guys, that's it. Oh, that's some weird stuff with my slats not, or my leading edge flaps not retracting. Not quite sure what that's about. It's nice to be back to Ontario. I look forward to seeing all you guys here at this hub too when you come over and join UPS Virtual Air Cargo. I'll be flying probably a 737 tomorrow night on Friday, and we'll do a lot of West Coast stuff. San Diego, Ontario, maybe somewhere. We're gonna stay in the West Coast and just fly mostly in SoCal airspace tomorrow night. But thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed the flights. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.